Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about real life, real choices, and real English. I'm your host Divya, and today we have a very special guest joining us, Arjun, a software engineer turned travel photographer. Welcome to the show, Arjun.
Thank you so much, Divya. I'm really excited to be here. It's a privilege.
So, Arjun, let's just dive right in. You grew up in a pretty traditional family, right? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Absolutely. I come from a middle class family in Chennai. My parents had very high expectations. The typical ones, become a doctor, engineer, or lawyer. I chose engineering just to keep the peace at home.
To keep the peace, that's a great expression. It means to avoid conflict or arguments. So you studied engineering, but your heart wasn't really in it?
Exactly. My heart was never in it. I was going through the motions, doing everything on autopilot, passing exams, getting a job, but feeling completely hollow inside.
Going through the motions. I love that phrase. It means doing something without any real feeling or passion. So when did things start to shift for you?
It was during a solo trip to Coorg. I had my phone out just to click some casual photos, and suddenly a local photographer noticed me and said, "You have a good eye." That one sentence changed my life.
Wow, sometimes all it takes is one person believing in you. But I imagine your parents weren't exactly thrilled when you told them you wanted to leave your stable job.
Thrilled would be the last word I'd use, my mother cried. My father didn't speak to me for 2 weeks. They kept saying things like, "Photography is a hobby, not a career, and what will people think?"
Ah, what will people think? The most powerful sentence in every Indian household.
The most powerful sentence in the universe, I think. It's not just an Indian thing. I believe many cultures are driven by social approval.
That's such a valid point. So, how did you handle that pressure? Did you stand your ground or did you compromise?
I tried to find a middle ground. I didn't quit my job overnight. I spent 8 months building my portfolio, taking weekend assignments, saving money, basically laying the groundwork before I made the leap.
Making the leap. That means taking a big risk or a bold step. So you were strategic about it. You didn't just throw caution to the wind.
Right, I didn't throw caution to the wind, meaning I didn't act recklessly. I was calculated. And honestly, that patience helped me convince my parents more than any argument could have.
That's really mature thinking. Now let's talk about the other side of this. Some people in our audience might be thinking, but what about our parents? They sacrifice so much. Don't we owe them obedience?
That's the guilt trip, isn't it? And it's a real one. I felt it deeply. But here's what I've come to believe: respecting your parents doesn't mean surrendering your identity. You can honor their sacrifices and still live authentically.
Living authentically, being true to who you really are. But Arjun, not everyone has a success story like yours. What about people who chase their dreams and fail?
Great question. Failure is part of the process. I've had months with zero income. I've lost clients, but I've never lost my sense of purpose. And I think that's the trade off. You might gain security by following a conventional path, but you risk losing your sense of self.
Trade off, giving up one thing to gain another. So it's really about what you value more, security or fulfillment.
Exactly. And neither answer is wrong. Some people genuinely find fulfillment in a stable career that their parents chose for them. That's valid too. The problem is when people are living someone else's dream and calling it their own.
That's a powerful line, living someone else's dream. So, what's your advice for someone sitting at home right now, feeling stuck between what their parents want and what they truly desire?
I'd say three things. First, have an honest conversation with yourself before you have one with your parents. Know your why. Second, don't burn bridges. Bring your parents along on the journey gradually. Show them, don't just tell them. And third, give yourself a timeline and a plan. Dreams without a plan are just wishes.
Don't burn bridges, don't destroy your relationships, and dreams without a plan are just wishes. I'm going to write that one down. Arjun, this has been such a rich and insightful conversation. Before we wrap up, what's one English phrase or idiom that you feel perfectly captures this whole dilemma?
I'd say you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're living a life that drains you, you can't truly give your best. Not to your parents, not to society, not to anyone.
Beautiful. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of your own well being first. Arjun, thank you so much for being so open and inspiring today.
Thank you, Divya. It was a wonderful conversation. I hope someone out there finds the courage to have that difficult but necessary conversation with themselves and with the people they love.
And that's a wrap, everyone. If today's episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Until next time, keep speaking up, keep dreaming big, and keep learning. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.